The government has recently announced that it's giving big tax breaks to TV production companies that are making children's programs, because for so long, lots of people are saying children's TV is not what it used to be. And if you think back to your favourite programs of your childhood, you might agree. Well, local film director Jason Scott Adams is filming a TV series called Teddy Bears in Space, using robots and various puppets. Filming starts early next year. And delighted to say we have Jay in the studio with us. But first, let's see a clip from the series.
Martyr is log, day 49. Currently lost at intersection 12 and 13.
Captain, I think we've gone the wrong way.
Shut up, Delos. I can't think of all your blabbering. Now let me see.
No, I think we're totally lost. Yeah, and there's a big spaceship on our starboard bow as well.
Oh, I think we've gone the wrong way.
Announcement, will the hamster please return to the engine room? Will the hamster please return?
Calm yourself, my dear. The captain has everything under control.
Oh, my head. I'm aching all over.
I think maybe we're a little bit lost today. I think we need to commence an emergency landing or something.
I'm pleased to say Jay and Kevin Wilkins are with me in the studio this evening. Guys, thanks very much for coming.
No worries.
That is absolutely brilliant.
Oh, thank
this
you.
is like going back to being a kid again.
Yes, yes, it is. Yeah.
And it's going to be cult viewing, isn't it?
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully.
Whose idea was this?
It was my idea with a few friends, and we entered it into a 48-hour film festival about 3 years ago. And it got a lot of interest. And we were only going to do the one episode, and we actually binned all the props, because we thought we weren't going to do any other episodes. But then we got emails from friends saying, we really want to see this again. And there was a lot of success that night. We got like 11 nominations, and we got 2 Oscars, little plastic Oscars for the 48-hour film festival. And,
Oh, I remember the 48-hour film festival,
yeah, it's run by Jinx Prowse, DV Mission. So yeah, so we've been doing that every year now, so trying to keep promoting the same idea and using that as a kind of platform to keep it going. And
what's your role in this, Kevin?
I joined him this year. I've been involved with DV Mission through Jinx Browse for a number of years, and I met Jay. He tried to get me involved in doing some work over the year.
Yeah.
So this year, we thought I'm going to bring our cameras down and run through. Obviously, bring the series up to using HD quality cameras rather than standard definition.
So how many episodes have you actually filmed so far?
We're still in the kind of early stages, so we've written the scripts for maybe 4 or 5 proper episodes. We're still trying to work on the pilots and trying to get the lighting right and get a feel for what we're dealing with here, because we've never actually done this kind of medium before on this kind of scale. So you know, we've done the shorts for the 48-hour film festival. We started doing some preliminary filming recently, and we're hoping to shoot the actual episodes next year, early next year.
And who's funding this?
It's all out of our own pockets, so basically.
Kevin looks very worried about that coming out of his own pockets. And who makes all the models? These are great. You've got a huge, I'm assuming that's a spaceship behind you.
Yeah, that's the main ship. So yeah, it all lights up and stuff. So I built all the props and had a little bit of help with some of the radio-controlled stuff, like Brian.
Well, you can actually make it move.
Yes,
this just gets better and better. So who's this? This little fella at the front?
This fellow here is Brian the robot. He's the cleaner aboard the Thundermaus ship.
Yeah.
The ship is called Thundermaus. He just goes around, cleans the ship. He's got a general kind of miserable demeanour about him. He hates his job, and he just kind of he usually kind of solves whatever the problem is. You know, if they're being attacked by aliens or whatever, he'll suggest the solution usually. So
is this all based on a program from your childhood you have fond memories of, and you're thinking, oh, why don't they make programs like that? Well, why don't you do? I instantly thought of Clangers when I saw this.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I used to watch things like the Clangers, but I always found things like Space 1999 more advanced and, you know, Thunderbirds and things like that. So I wanted to kind of emulate those kind of ideas with what we have here, and give it more of a kind of a fairly good quality production. With
How
the
long
sets
does
and
it take
props.
to make each episode, Kevin?
At the moment, we've been doing the film challenges, and last one was back at the end of October, and it took us, obviously, it's a 2-minute video to do in 48 hours, and it probably took about 6 hours worth of editing to put the footage together.
So from start to finish, the 48-hour film challenge, for people that don't know, from start to finish, is that including writing the script?
Yes, yeah. So
writing the script, filming,
building
editing,
any sets we need to build,
and having the film submitted 48 hours after you get the.
How do they know you're not
instructions.
cheating? You've already written the script.
They have obstacles put into the brief, so you have to have a line of dialogue, a title, and a genre. Yeah. So yeah.
So where do you take it from here? Once this is finished, are you just going to do the pilot and then tout it around?
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I mean, I've never really attempted this before on this kind of scale, but I'm hoping to, like you say, tout it around and just see if we can gather momentum. We'll make 6 episodes and just see if there's any interest in it. And
well, there was a lot of interest in our office earlier today. We were all crowded around the screen watching this.
Oh, that's good.
What's your favourite bit, Kevin?
I have to say I like the Mechanauts.
Which is the Mechanauts?
The Mechanauts, the one on the far.
Yeah, they're the
right.
This one.
Yeah, those chaps there. They're like the antagonists. So
they're the bad guys.
They're bad guys. Yeah. So they just generally kind of blow up stuff, and they're just generally unpleasant, and they're always chasing the crew of the Thundermaus, and just being generally nasty. And so we're doing a few episodes with them. They're very difficult to build and animate. If I had more money, I'd have them radio controlled like Brian, but I mean, Brian costs a lot of money to build. And
I remember, I know you won't believe this, but when I was a kid watching Flash Gordon, the original black and white series, at Saturday morning pictures, and the production values were so low because you'd have these spaceships that were, you could see there were ping pong balls and a piece of toilet roll hold on it, and the smoke would come out the back and then just fall straight down. It was, but it was just brilliant. And just watching this with the teddy bears, and you say you're working on the lighting still, it looks good. Do you have specific roles yourself, or do you all muck in together?
Yeah, we have someone who does the clothing and the costumes. That's Alice Hume. We have Kevin doing the editing and
the filming, obviously photography based.
Yeah.
So I've got, I do all the framing up, the filming, the editing, keeping the director in line.
Yeah, because I'm kind of like a madman. He's like, oh, let's do this and let's do that, and Kevin's like, no, we've run out of time. We need to kind of rein it in. And so
is this stop frame photography?
No, it's all kind of quite literally. You'd have a bear, for example, behind. You quite literally just animate them like this, So if you can get the camera in here, so you'd just be kind of.
Like so you've got somebody hidden away doing it.
Yeah, you'd have somebody out of shot, kind of, doing this kind of. It's very sort of basic, sort of, kind of stuff like that. The robots are a bit more difficult to animate, but essentially that's the kind of level of animation that we're doing with this. It's all kind of puppeteering kind of stuff.
And how long would it take to make one episode?
Well, the 48-hour film festival was really grueling, so I'm estimating an episode might take a few weeks, on weekends or something.
Yeah.
We get some chunks of the episode shot, and then, just keep doing it every weekend when we're not working, and just keep.
When you're not doing your proper job.
Yeah, we're not doing our proper jobs. And, that kind of
I didn't ask you what your background's photography, is it, Kevin?
Yeah.
So where can this take you? Because you think of something like Wallace and Gromit, and how that's developed, and you go back to what was the program Vision On with Morph and stuff like that. Yeah. Something so simple just explodes, and before you know it, you've got your own little studio somewhere, and you're off to LA for the Oscars.
Well, we'll see how that goes, and fingers crossed.
I mean, I've come a long way in the last 2 years. I've gone from being photography based to obviously moving into video work, and all my equipment is now capable of recording video, and I'm looking to progress that further, and that's where the money comes in.
Absolutely. Well, listen, guys, thanks very much for coming, and stick around. It'll be good to have another chat with you a little bit later on.
No worries. Yeah. Cool.
Now, don't forget, you can get in touch with us about this story. If you've got any projects of your own on the go and you'd like us to know about that, you know how to get in touch. Our email address, news@thatsolent.com, or you can find us using Twitter as well. We'll be back in just a moment.